I thought I would share a story about a conversation I recently had with a client. They asked, how much money do I need to keep in the business? In order to remain solvent, the legal answer is that as long as retained profits are above zero, then nothing. As long as that retained profit is above zero, then no dividends can be voted illegally, and the business is technically considered solvent. However, there are different answers depending on your risk appetite and the plans for your business. Some businesses like to leverage their funds they have in order to fund the growth of the business or diversification. Some of the largest brands in the world have been successful at doing this. According to the book Shoe Dog, this was the case for Nike, or at the time Blue Ribbon Sports, during its infancy, when it would use all of the cash it had plus the maximum amount it could borrow to leverage the funds to buy new stock or new production facilities. Having very little cash, however, meant that it was difficult for the business when they experienced difficulties such as customers extending their credit terms. At one point, they were unable to meet the needs of paying their wages due to the significant fluctuations in cash flow. On the other hand, some businesses find themselves saving for a rainy day or building their equity so that they should have enough cash at the first slight hint of adverse conditions. So they're prepared for it. For some businesses, this provides peace of mind, but it can also mean a very low return on the investments you hold. The cautious approach is the one favoured by banks. As the American comedian Bob Hope once mocked, a bank is a place that will only lend if you can prove you don't need it. In reality, there's a world somewhere between the two extremes. So you've got enough cash to cover your immediate liabilities and essential overheads for a period. However, the remainder can be invested or drawn for the goals of the business and the individuals involved. For our clients, the first port of call is knowing the absolute minimum cash balance within the 5-minute cash flow forecast, which we consider covers your current liabilities, how much they are, when they're due, and how much should be covered, how much should be saved to cover those liabilities. More detailed calculations and cash flow forecasting can then be done to understand a more bespoke level of the balances in greater understanding, which looks more at the ongoing finances of your businesses, the seasonality, the fluctuations you have. A4G can undertake this planning as part of a one-off service related to cash flow planning or part of its ongoing services for businesses looking to grow.